Hi, Virgo. This is your Sun, Moon, Rising reading for the month of March, 2018. So, Sun, Moon, and Rising. A lot of readers will say, if this doesn't resonate, watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising. I like to find a reader that resonates with me, and then watch all three, so that I can get a really full picture of all the energies, because I consider Sun, Moon, and Rising to be sort of three different layers of a person. The way I look at it is the moon is more about sort of inner life, real emotions, real thoughts, like how we really feel, how we really think, and who we show to people with whom we let our guard down, just naturally let our guard down, right? So that would be like people we live with comfortably, so roommates, long-term partners, children we live with comfortably, people we've worked with a long time or we work long hours with, people, old friends, that whoever when we flop down on the couch at the end of a hard day, like whoever we can be that person in front of, I think gets our moon sign characteristics a lot of the time. Our sun sign, we can really learn a lot about how we're moving through life, and I think the characteristics of a sun sign are always apparent in a person with that sun sign, but I really guard against pigeonholing people based on their sun sign characteristics, because it's just one of so many factors. And then the ascendant sign is so important, right? It determines where the first house is, so it determines where every house is. For example, I'm a Virgo sun, but I'm a Capricorn ascendant, so my sun's in the 8th house, so I'm a Virgo sun, but I'm really in Scorpio's house. And it makes a massive difference in who I am. But for the purposes of these Sun, Moon, Rising readings, I look at the ascendant sign as our external presentation of ourselves. So like some people will call it like our mask. It's who I am in new situations. The public image is probably what I apply when I manage my image. When I meet new people, what I revert to when something's new or whatever. So when I do Sun, Moon, and Rising readings, I think in terms of those readings being organized into like an integrated way of seeing a whole person, So anyway, this is a variation on the Gypsy Tarot spread for your month of March. There are 7 rows of 3. The first row is you. The second row is your environment. The third row is what is known to you. The fourth row is what is unknown to you. The fifth row represents your hopes and or fears. The sixth row is your near future, and the seventh row is your overall outcome. Now, as we go this way, the first long row is the condition, the second is what's manifesting, and the third is what's at the root of that. And of course, I'll explain as we go along. Okay, Virgo, so for the month of March, you are the world. Well, look at you. Yeah, so all is right at the moment, You've completed a level, a level of of existence based on lessons. And, you know, you're in that moment of triumph, really. I'm sure things will keep moving, but for the month of March, this is who you are. And how that's manifesting, that beautiful world energy is manifesting, is as the magician. So you are in your creative manifesting power. You have at your disposal, you have all the tools at your disposal. Your pentacles, your cups, your swords, and your wands. So your resources, your emotions, your, command of your mind and your energy to create in the month of March. And what is driving that condition is the devil. So this, of course, this could be a Capricorn, but it could be that you're freeing yourself from a sense of being trapped by something that you had given power to in the past. It could be that you're taking your power back. The devil represents something we've allowed to have power over us, whether it's a person, a situation, an idea, a substance, a belief system that has gotten to the point where we, money, material goods, where it's made us feel trapped and even deluded into thinking that we can't get out of it. It can be obsession, but at any rate, what its function here in your life in the month of March, Virgo, is to drive you toward completion, and that's manifesting in creative ability. So it's somehow this condition, whether it's a Capricorn or something that's gained power over you, is your response to it is to improve things. Let's look at your environment. Oh, see that? So that's the Four of Wands right there. So sometimes that's called the Happy Home card. 4 is being about stability. This is, this is just this kind of sparse representation of 4 really straight pillars, which is kind of like fundamental of a shelter, and a stable shelter, and a canopy, and then there's this happiness underneath, this kind of like marriage happiness, this sort of family happiness. So it's a beautiful environment to be in. And how that's manifesting, Virgo. Oh my word, you guys are like on top of the world. It's manifesting as the sun. And what's driving that is 2 of Pentacles. So that's either finding balance, the need to find balance, juggling, being juggled. Interesting. You certainly know how to make lemonade. All right, let's look at what's known to you, Virgo, in the month of March. So you know that opportunity comes in for you. You feel the possibility. You feel it coming in. You know it. And how is that knowledge manifesting for you? In a deep knowing. In a deep knowing and a choice to be prudent and self-assured in your plans and to go within and trust your own instincts. Beautiful, Virgo. And what is driving that knowledge? The Queen of Pentacles. So this is technically the card of Capricorn, right? Because it's The queens are the cardinal sign in the tarot, but I always see Virgo in this card. She's sort of, well, she's amazing, you know, she can do it all, you know, she can make a living, she can be successful in a relationship, you know, it's male or female, you know, but this beautiful Queen of Pentacles energy, she's this earthly queen who just knows how to use and make resources and care for people and families. It's just like this, it's kind of like the ultimate earth energy. And that is the energy that is driving your knowledge. This is the knowledge you're in. This is the seat of your knowledge. You know that all good things are coming in for you, and that's manifesting as really being in touch with your intuition. All right, let's look at what's unknown to you, Virgo. Wow. Rebirth. Rising from the ashes. Return to yourself. Being born to yourself again. This is incredible. This is an incredible reading. How is that manifesting? As the Justice card. Fairness, harmony, equality in relating, legal success. We have Judgment, the Sun, the High Priestess. And Justice. Here, it's amazing. Let's see what's driving your rebirth. Well, I guess you've had a taste of wish fulfillment. Now, in the origins of tarot reading, as I understand it, if the querent made a wish before the reading began, the appearance of this card would indicate that the wish would come true. So, just in case you entered into this reading with a wish, Virgo. At any rate, this is what's unknown to you. It will be really nice as that's revealed. Okay, let's look at your hopes and fears. So, you have some fear of conflict. You know, I'm a Virgo and all of this, I'm a Virgo sun and all of this has been resonating until we get here. Like, I guess, do you have any fear of conflict, Virgo? You've got to ask yourself, you know, or fear of inner conflict, maybe. Let's see how that, what's manifesting there. So, okay. Maybe a fear of returning to all of this. Maybe. Now that would resonate. This is the end of all the anguish, the end of the mental anguish. That's what's manifesting. And what's driving that? Facing one's decisions. So it's interesting, the whole, you know, usually when I turn over the cards in the hope and fear column, I can pretty much tell if it's hope or fear right away. And this is definitely a fear column, and all of it is swords. And yet the rest of the reading is free of swords. So I think it's important to note that, you know, because this sword's energy can plague Virgo. And it's really just the fear of it that's present here in the month of March. Let's look at the near future. Oh, look at this guy or girl on the right horse carrying a cup of love. Is that a love offer, Virgo? Is that love coming in? Is that just this sense of the universe offering this cup of love, or of offering this cup of love to ourselves? Like, I mean, this is a gorgeous reading, you know? This applies to either all of life or to a really important area of life for you. So, you know, it's really clear that this energy is coming in. So it could be, you know, in addition to all of this, this could be a love offer. This just could represent overall the exchange that you're having with life itself right now, Virgo. Let's see how that's manifesting. Ooh, I don't know. Might be a love offer for some of you. For the singles, are you ready to love again? You're going to take a leap. For the couples, you want to go like deeper into your relationship? You know, looks like there might be a reason to do so. Let's see what's driving this beautiful, you know, near future. Oh. So I guess what I'm getting is that with all this world, you know, with all this sun, with all this intuition, you know, all this world, all this sun, all this intuition, all this happy home, all this fairness, all this rebirth, you know, all this stability, this wish fulfillment. It just feels inevitable that new things are coming toward us, right? So, a leap of faith with a big cup of love, you know, with everything feeling just ripe with possibility. Why wouldn't love be the same? Let's look at your overall outcome, Virgo. Moving forward, totally whole and integrated. Everything wonderful about you, everything that challenges you, your light and your shadow, just full steam ahead. That's beautiful. And that is manifesting as the moon. Okay. So there will be something's going to be hidden as you move forward. You know, which might be all right. You know that old metaphor about going through life, you know, with headlights? You know, if we can see 100 feet in front of us, that's enough. You know, or maybe down the road, be prepared for something to unfold that was unexpected. Something that's obscured from this distance as you move forward. Let's see what's driving that. Disappointment. Overall, this is your overall, you're moving forward. It's going to manifest in something hidden, driven by an attitude of disappointment. Okay, well, I can't be clear on what this means for the future, but I can see very clearly that the present is so promising. And I know that Virgo has worked really, really hard, especially spiritually, to get to a point of being open for these promises. And that this is historical for Virgo. So the only thing that I can offer right now at this point regarding this card is that don't let this come from the past. You know, if it's there in the future, if the person you've become in your rebirth, who's completely changed, who's putting themselves out into the world as a completely different person and therefore attracting completely different things and handling situations completely differently, if this person who is using this experiences disappointment, you can handle it in the future, but don't bring it from the past. I'm going to look at the card at the bottom of the deck. And what we have at the bottom of the deck is the Star card. The bottom of the deck, I very rarely look at it in these unless I get a clear sense that I should look at it. So it's a beautiful reading. Just take everything you've learned with you. You know, there's a full moon, March 2nd, where you can release anything that's no longer serving you. You know, this may have been the condition in the past. But you're the phoenix rising from the ashes, Virgo. You have this on board now. And don't forget, you are this. And it's manifested, the ability to manifest. Your environment, happy home, sun. Stay in the present, Virgo. All right, that's your reading. Have a wonderful month.